Attention passionate Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news folks. There's a lot of buzz around the league right now, and it's all about a potential game changer for the Seahawks. It's a trade that could reshape the NFC West and the entire NFC playoff picture if it comes to fruition. And honestly, it's sounding more and more like a real possibility. Rumors are swirling that the Seahawks might be in the mix to acquire Montez Sweat from the Chicago Bears, and let me tell you, this could be a move that puts Seattle in a much stronger position to contend deep into January, maybe even making a real push for a Super Bowl run. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Wait, Sweat from the Bears? That guy's a beast. And you're right. Montez Sweat has been lighting up the league this season, and at 29, he's still in his prime, playing with that raw, explosive edge speed that makes offensive lines sweat just trying to contain him. In 2025, Sweat racked up 5 sacks along with 36 hits, 48 pressures, and a pass rush win rate of 24%. That's among the top-tier edge rushers in the league. His PFF pass rush grade is an impressive 91.6, showing that he's consistently disrupting plays. He's a player who can bend the edge and get after the quarterback like few others, forcing fumbles, creating TFLs, and setting the tone for the defense. And the best part? Sweat has been durable all season, playing all games without injury setbacks. Since entering the league in 2019, he's accumulated 52 sacks, a number that rivals some of the league's best pass rushers. He reminds me a lot of Danielle Hunter in his burst off the ball, that quick acceleration that leaves blockers grasping at air. And for the Bears, the move makes sense. They're in a bit of a rebuild mode with a tight cap situation, just $12 million in cap space, and a focus on building their offensive line to protect young QB Caleb Williams, who's been sacked 40 times this season. They've also got cap issues to extend players like Johnson and Gordon, and Gervon Dexter emerging as a solid interior presence with a 78, 4 PFF grade and 6 sacks. It's all about the rebuild and parting ways with Sweat, who's on a one-year deal, gives them some much-needed cap relief. But for the Seahawks, this is a different story. Seattle's front seven has been solid but needs that extra punch to elevate the pass rush and make life miserable for opposing quarterbacks. Right now, the Seahawks rank around 17th in the league with 28 sacks, and while that's decent, it's not enough when competing at the highest level. Mafe has been impressive with an 80. 2 PFF grade, but adding Sweat to the mix. That's a game changer. Imagine a pass rush with Nwasu, Mafe, and Sweat all working together. Those guys could rack up 42 sacks in a season, putting immense pressure on even the best quarterbacks in the league. Plus, adding Sweat would boost the pressure percentage from 33% to around 46%, overwhelming offensive lines and creating more turnovers. It would also significantly improve the run defense, increasing their run-stop win rate by 22%, dropping the yards per carry from 4.3 to top 5 levels. That's the kind of impact we're talking about, folks. And let's not forget the comparison to the 2010s Broncos, who had Von Miller and Elvis Dumervil terrorizing offenses. Sweat, combined with the likes of Uchenna, Nwasu, and Mafe, could turn the Seahawks into a relentless pass-rushing unit, one that opponents will think twice before dropping back to pass. The Seahawks, currently sitting at 5-5, are on the cusp of the playoffs, and this move could push them over the edge, transforming them into serious contenders in the NFC. The odds for a Super Bowl appearance are still long, around plus 1,700, but with Sweat in the fold, those odds could shorten even more, maybe even making the Seahawks a real threat to disrupt the league's top QBs like Stafford. What's most exciting is the potential for this move to not only boost the pass rush, but also to energize the entire defense. The Seahawks have shown flashes of brilliance this year, but consistency and depth are what often separate good teams from great ones. Adding a player like Sweat, who's been a proven disruptor, could be the missing piece that elevates Seattle's defense into the elite category. It's about making a statement, about showing the league that the Seahawks are serious contenders, that they're willing to make bold moves to chase another Lombardi. And if they pull this off before the trade deadline, It could be one of those deals fans talk about for years to come, a move that defines a season. This kind of move also sends a message to the rest of the NFC West. The Niners, Rams, and Cardinals all know that Seattle is not just sitting back and waiting anymore. They're actively improving and building a roster that can challenge for the title. The NFC West has always been a tough division, but with a player like Sweat, the Seahawks could become the team everyone fears in December and January. The defense would be different, more aggressive, more relentless, and far more dangerous. It's the kind of upgrade that could flip the entire dynamic of the division and set Seattle up for a deep playoff run. Of course, there are still questions about how this trade will unfold, whether the Bears will accept a second-round pick in 2026, an enticing offer considering Sweat's talent and current production. The Seahawks have the draft capital, and they've shown that they're willing to make bold moves if it means elevating the team. It's always a gamble, but the potential rewards are enormous. A top-tier pass rusher like Sweat can change the way offenses plan their game, opening up opportunities for others on the defense. Plus, it's a message to the locker room that the Seahawks are serious about contending now, not just next year. And let's be honest, fans, we've seen how much a great pass rush can do for a team. When Miller and Ware terrorized offenses back in the 2010s, they transformed the Broncos into Super Bowl champions. Sweat has that kind of potential, an unstoppable force that can sweep through offensive lines and make life miserable for even the most talented quarterbacks. That's the kind of player that could help Seattle finally break through and get back to the promised land. The fans are fired up, the players are motivated, and the urgency is real. A move like this could be the catalyst for a historic season. So, as we watch this story unfold, remember that the Seahawks are always looking to make moves that put them in the best position to win. The trade deadline is coming up, and all eyes are on Pete Carroll and John Schneider to see if they can pull off what might be one of the most impactful trades in recent franchise history. The potential addition of Montez Sweat isn't just about improving the roster. It's about making a bold statement that the Seahawks are here to compete, to dominate, and to chase another Super Bowl. And with the team's current trajectory and this kind of upgrade, it's easy to believe that brighter days are ahead for our beloved Seahawks. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential move? Do you think adding Sweat will be the spark Seattle needs to make a deep playoff run? Or are there other areas you think the team should focus on? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. This is what makes our community special, and the more we share and discuss, the stronger our support becomes. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Seahawks news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the future looks even brighter. Let's go, Seahawks.